All right. I can't start with it maximized or it is properly render. There we go. Okay. And I should probably turn on. Yep. Okay. All right. We're all good. We're all good. Everything's working. Hey guys. So, that was a rather big update. Thing on Android. That was a fat 7 gigs. Oh boy. All right. So we got a good amount of stuff to look over. So we'll do what we always do: welfare, gacha, alteration content, with some stuff in between. We'll start off here, obviously, with the new welfare project device, a GPO4 Gerbera. Oh, okay. So a technique attribute shooting crit rate boosted by 17%. Crit rate, not the most amazing thing in the world. Yeah. Federation long range. So Federation is considered, well, actually both of these are considered the top dog for shot subtags. So you have your ace exclusive, which gives you your 10% shot attack. You have your commander, which gives you 10% shot attack. And then the third slot, people want to min-max with a 5% shot attack and shot defense boost. And both of these fit the bill. So, amazing. It'd be nice if it had an ace exclusive or commander on it, but it doesn't belong on the suit at all. So, alright. Nice subtags. As for parameters here, numbers... actually, that has higher than normal shot attack for a welfare head, so that's nice. Okay, not bad. Decent tags, decent stats. Not a fan of the trait though. While Federation, shooting power boosted. Honestly, that's a really nice trait. Federation isn't extremely difficult to activate. Where there are some options, not as common as other ones, of course, but as this is a welfare part, very easy to max out, giving a 25% shooting power boost, very nice as well. I would recommend picking this up, if just for the trait alone for shooter builds. Obviously also comes with Federation long range. As for numbers, shot defense breaks 1100 shot attack, so like there's that. Okay, and it's just shy of 1000 melee attack for a welfare toast. So again, there's no real complaints on the numbers. Okay, so far both of them look pretty nice in their own way. Yeah, that's actually a really nice torso. EX skill damage reduced by a flat number. It is worthless. That is so worthless. Tags, numbers, has slightly higher than average shot attack here. Yeah, actually no, that's even compared to 4-star parts, it has higher than normal. Okay, cool. I'll bite. Alright. So the biggest downside to this part is the trait. It's got nice tags for shooter builds. It's got nice numbers for a shooter build if you don't have anything nicer. Yeah. The numbers aren't even half bad. Alright. Legs. Oi. Long shooter job, shooting power boosted. So you're literally going to be a long shooter or a mid shooter. The majority of the high statted pilots are long shooter for shot anyways. And you get another nice shooting power boost. Do remember that even though the 4-star like Sokai and Fess parts do have a higher ceiling going up to 30%, it is currently much more difficult to get them to those numbers. You'll most likely be running them anywhere from 17 to maybe 22%, right? Anywhere from EX skill 1 to EX skill 4 or 5. So getting your hands on something that beats that for free, you know, doesn't have the highest potential, but it'll be much easier to make it better than what else is there. So we're already looking at a 50% shooting power boost between two parts on this suit, and that's really nice. Numbers wise, okay, so the shot attack suffers on this a little bit. We're looking at about 700, almost 800 shot attack on here. Melee attack wise, still not breaking 1k. And as Federation for Computers, not so much a fan of the For Computers tag. I do like the Federation one though. This has a nice trait, one good tag, numbers, even for a welfare, kind of meh. Okay. Didn't we get the part raising thing this update though? I'm pretty sure that that is for like 2.3, and this is the Hashmel maintenance. Two separate updates. Yeah. When attacking with beam, shooting damage output boosted by a flat number. No, it's especially on a rifle. Yeah, no. Numbers wise, for a welfare gun, it actually goes pretty high. Federation long range tags, again, I don't really have too much to complain about with the numbers here for a welfare weapon. The trait is completely worthless though. Tags are nice as well, so. Oh, hold on a sec here. I somehow skipped the back. Good job, me. Assault attack, A+, C power. Raise melee defense of your squad, 6 seconds cooldown, so it's a cutscene. Okay, or is it not? 6-second cooldown is really 6 and 60. What the heck is that? This cutscene should have like 12 to 15 seconds initial. I'm thoroughly confused as to what this EX skill actually is. Although it doesn't really matter too much with the power of C, it's not really going to be doing that much anyways. So, especially with the chance of alteration being so infinitesimally slim. Federation for Computers. The tags, like again, much like what I said with the lags, Federation does it for me, for Computers not so much. Total stats here. Potentially breaking 1k shot attack, which isn't bad for a welfare back. Still not breaking 1k on the melee on any of the parts other than the arms. Okay. Nothing amazing to really write home about for stats. The EX skill, you know, to please the crowd, you might want to pick it up because it could be good in battle circuit. Ooh, look, I said it. Federation, nice tag. For Computers, not so much. Okay, and let's look at the custom beam rifle. Panic Maker, B+ D power. Okay. No, D power. That's a wet noodle. Numbers wise, same as the other rifle. Okay, and tags, same as the other. No, the other rifle had long range on it. Just the same as the legs and the back. Shield. When shot attack is over 5,000, debuff EX skill effect up. Very easy to get over 5,000 shot attack. Debuff EX skill effect, honestly, I think you could put more interesting things on here, like boosting your EX power, cooldown reduction. Yeah, lots of options. Debuff EX skills, maybe on like a support suit. You know, on like that third suit that you've packed for arena that has some nice traits on it. Maybe you want to throw this on it as well. Could be useful. 15% is not really the biggest number though. So, yeah. Numbers wise, what are we looking at? Oh, 700 approaching 800 shot attack. Still not breaking 1k melee. Oh boy. Yeah. So the trait, mediocre. And that's only on like a support suit. I wouldn't put that on my main suit. Numbers wise, really nothing amazing. And word tags, it's got Federation, and For Computers, and so it's really only going to be useful for melee. Or sorry, only useful for shot. It doesn't really bring anything for melee. I'm surprised they didn't include a beam saber for it, all things considered. Okay. Gear. We got the cost 100 gear again. And yes, right, this is Project Device AB. So we have Technique, Gundam type, mobile fighter, heavy armor, long range, and 4 Tundra. It's nice to see Gundam type back in the shop. As you can see, I have 0. I can definitely use this nice 20 stack. Okay. What are our Gunpla fragments? Ale Strike, Dynames, and Zephyrantes. Interesting choices. The Ultra Exclusive Exchange Ticket. Yeah, that's right. Gotta look over those new gatches as well. Okay. Okay. Actually, wait, I wonder here. Ah, yes. And that's the, yeah. Okay, excuse me for a second here, guys. I've been waiting a month for this. Alright, good talk. Back to what we were doing. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, little guy. You can load all those banner images. Good job. Proud of you. Nothing new there. Did the series capsules get updated, I wonder? No. Okay. Event. Step up. Free. Login it. What the? Oh, okay. That's the login banner item. Cool. Okay. And over here. So full armor 7th. Oh yeah. I can't remember. This is the alteration for HWS and Sazabi. Are these new or are they reprinted? Because I can't remember for the life of me anymore. We've seen so many suits come in and out of that. Alright, let's look at the full armor 7th. Wow, head-mounted Vulcan. Trash. Heavy Armor Federation. Okay, so Heavy Armor is an interesting tag, as it does fall into the same vein as Federation Long Range, where you do get your shot attack and shot defense boosted by 5%. However, unlike those two, this is very, very rare on good shooter parts. And this is me before even looking at the numbers or anything for this, so, you know, don't be like, but it's a good shot suit. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm literally just saying, from the perspective of someone that has a lot of shot parts, heavy armor is not something you see on anything decent. So, yeah, it's a good tag for shot machines. You know, shot attack and shot defense, you know, great third tag, but not the easiest thing to find on good shot parts. Easier to get, I guess, on sub, but yeah, not the most common thing in the world. All right, what are we looking at numbers-wise here? 1496 shot, that's not bad for, okay, cool. This is a standard one, right? It is standard. All right, just double checking. Shot defense 2253. That's gonna be what, 7-ish? Okay, so 4800 shot attack, give or take. For a 4-star standard, not bad. The EX skill though is a complete waste. Heavy armor and Federation. Interesting word tag choice. It is thematically on point. But yeah, heavy armor is kind of rare to see on shooter stuff, and Federation, you know, nice, but it's none of these are really like, it adds to the pool. Federation, we do need more Federation heavy armor stuff, so for the sake of BT and whatnot. But I wouldn't personally roll for these, I don't think. I just, in general, standard is just such a weird thing. And I was talking to some people in the Discord about that. I think that's why they've kind of changed standards, at least recently, to a single suit, is people just don't see a lot of value in rolling the standard when the numbers are going to be lower than what's in the limited pools. So you might as well just save for those. And you just have to wait a little bit, and you can get the parts through the 4-star exchange. So as you saw with me in the Amatsu Mina, right, I just waited, and I could get the whole suit. It's not a big deal to me. And it's not like I'm really missing out because the numbers on it weren't, jaw-dropping or anything. It's very rare to see something like the G Lucifer as a recent example, where you look at it and go, this is actually really good for a 4-star, or the Estrella Type F, where you look at it and go, this is really good. So, and even then, you can just wait and get the whole thing without using Haro. So, they may be changing to a single suit on standard just to capitalize on that fact that people really aren't rolling anymore on standard, if at all. So they may as well move more suits over to the limited, which on one hand, kind of sucks because it means you only get one standard suit, and maybe your favorite you won't be able to use a 4-star pick ticket on anymore. But the flip side is that at least then the numbers will be really good, and it might actually be like a viable suit to use constantly. So take the good with the bad. While heavy armor, enemy EX skill power reduced by 30%. As I said, heavy armor is not the most terribly common word tag, but this is not a bad trait. Reducing the enemy's EX skill power counts for all shot and melee, and as most damage these days is dealt through EX skills, this is a pretty nice little debuff to have. I wouldn't put it on a primary suit. I would definitely say this is something you put on a support suit for arena. But yeah, nice. It's good numbers. Not the most common tag, might be a little difficult to activate depending on what you have laying around, but by no means is it a bad trait. Heavy Armor Federation, numbers wise. 7, it's actually 8. So 1600 shot attack on the torso and 800 melee attack. It's got good armor, it's got good shot attack, a little bit of melee in there, just spice of life, I guess. Not a bad torso overall. Not a bad torso at all. Not the most offense-oriented thing in the world, but at least there's numbers behind it. With power attribute, shooting power boosted by 30%. So, again, very easy to get power on shooter builds. And yeah, there you go, you just get a nice boost. Heavy Armor Federation, cool. No melee defense at all. Who needs it, right? Just don't get hit. We're carrying over, so 1600-ish shot attack. Not bad. Okay. Nice pair of arms. Nice trait. Workable tags for sure. Nice shot attack. No complaints on the arms. That is close to 9k shot attack with marks to include change gear. Yeah, no, like, I'm not saying the numbers on this suit are bad. It's just like, when you compare suit to what's available in limited and fast, obviously it's going to lose out by a large amount, because those suits almost hit 9k before you put change gears into effect. So if you're looking for like best bang for your returns, you're looking at limited parts, which is more or less, I guess, the accepted standard. I don't think I'm saying any kind of brave opinion with that, but is it worth investing a whole bunch into a part that doesn't give the best returns? I guess it just depends on like how you want to approach the game, right? It's, for me, if I'm going to invest in a part, it's got to be the best I have on hand, right? I'm not going to sit and wait, weeks and weeks and weeks to get the best part and then, work on it, whatever. But I'm also not going to, 6-star every single welfare part I get, because that's just kind of a waste of my time. Launch missiles stowed in your legs. D Pierce B plus power. Not a cutscene or anything. Nice. Okay. It's a pocket rocket. Heavy armor for space. Not so much a big fan of the 4 tag still. Heavy armor's nice though as a sub tag. Numbers. 1600 shot attack, 800 melee. Okay, yeah, no, not bad at all. So this suit is definitely packing, as Mana said, a lot of shot defense. So there will be good conversions on this moving with a change gear. Lots of shot defense. But if you lack a high level change gear for shot defense to shot, you're not going to see a huge amount of returns on this suit. A+ pierce, C- power. Okay. It's interesting to see the power not a D, but I'll take it. Seems to be a cutscene style. It's probably something similar to like the Tall Geese arms, the cannon, or even the Buster Gundam's EX skill on the gun, Nick Snipe. Probably just a quick aim, fire, move on with life. Okay. C- power does kind of reduce its effectiveness. Obviously, it's not going to do a lot of damage. So yeah. Okay. Numbers 7 change, so about 1600 shot attack again. Cool, 800 melee. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely got a lot of shot to it. It's got gumption. Wall force space, EX skill power boosted. Force space is, man, I really don't want to start talking about the 4 tags again. It was a lot worse before they did the word tag rebalancing, because it was 1% and it was 1 in 5 if I remember correctly. So generally it gave you a 1% boost and it gave you a 5% boost if you were on the right field. They've rebalanced it to 3% normally, and space gives you 5%. Or the matching tag, I should say, boosts it to 5. It's not the easiest thing in the world, obviously, to get on the right stage to give yourself the maximum boost. So, yeah. Force base, you still get a 3% boost. You're really losing only out on a little bit, all things considered. And you do get a decent EX skill power boost. It's better than it used to be. I think that's the best way to put it. If this was before the word tag rebalancing, I'd be like, this is a waste, frankly, because force space is just kind of meh. But after the rebalance and looking at some of the parts and the numbers, it's it could be a lot worse, frankly. A 3% boost across the board, trading off for a 5% boost to 2 of your stats. Numerically, I guess you would get a better return overall. So, yeah. Force space, I guess, isn't terribly uncommon when it comes to parts, but yeah. Depends on what you have on hand, I guess, what you can make work with your tags. But there's lots of options for boosting your EX skill power, so don't feel like you're going to get funneled into something. Stats on it really aren't anything to write home about either. It does bring a little bit of shot attack, though, with a change gear in place, like 300, so token numbers. While Federation, shooting power boosted. Federation, okay, it's a very nice sub-tag for shooter builds. Yeah, and shooting power boost, who can complain, really? Numbers-wise, almost breaks 10k, which is really nice for something you can grab from the 4-star pick ticket pool. Because we do have some limited and Sokai parts that don't even break 10k either, so not bad. Heavy armor Federation tag selection, okay. I have no real complaints about this beam rifle. It obviously does lose out to parts that break 10k, parts that have alteration, things like that. But the trait's nice. Word tags are very nice in the supplementary department. You do get heavy armor and Federation to pick from for your 3rd tag for a shooter build. Yeah, okay. And the shield with power attribute, enemy shooting power reduced. In case you don't know, when it's phrased like that, it means that you reduce all their neutral shooting, special shot, and their EX that are shot. So, catch all. Very easy to get power attribute, heavy armor, force space, shot defense, 3583. So that's going to be carrying what? 1 change? 1 1, 1 2, 1 1, 1 1, 1 change? Yeah. Okay. So 1400, 1500 shot attack. That's not bad at all. 300 melee attack. Okay. Overall, the suit brings a stupid amount of shot attack to the table for what it is, which is a 4-star pick ticket part, because it is standard. It has some very interesting traits on there. None of the EX skills really, but traits are nice. The word tags are very interesting, and the numbers for a suit you can get for free is quite nice. Why don't we see more builds using shields and integrated shields run more often? It just really boils down to what people have available. The maximum returns from what you have in the trait pool and tag pool. You got to remember, right? In terms of... Okay, the best way to put this. When I have an integrated arm, right? Arm and shield. I get one trait or one EX skill for those two parts. On the other hand, if I'm running a arm and a shield non-integrated, I can get 2 EX skills or 2 traits. So yeah, you're trading off higher combined numbers typically, because you know you can get some really nice individual arm and shield parts that'll give you better overall stats, but there are still some really good integrateds. So you're looking at a higher overall stat pool typically, and your trade-off is a EX skill slot or a trait slot, right? And in the current meta for the game, with custom skins involved, you want to build a suit that has the most amount of traits that you can possibly pack into it, and then use the custom skin to put on EX skills. So integrated's nice. Gives you good numbers, but like, that's the other part too, is even if you backslot a integrated part, unless the part tags and everything match up, you're not going to be carrying over a lot of stats anyways, so. Not true text. So what you can do is you can run normal arms, 6-star them, slot, integrated arms, and then on the shield slot, right, you can put something else, and that's how people have the really weird builds that have like 2 shields stacked on the suit. But yeah, numbers wise, it's just typically the numbers that you carry over really aren't worth tossing the extra trait slot. It's pretty much all it comes down to, really. Okay. Anyways, let us get going here. Pilots. We'll start with Rashid Kurama. What technique attribute, enemy EX skill pen reduced. Okay, supporter type, numbers, wow. Okay. So even after full carryover, he still only has 700 melee and 700 shot. Whoop-de-doo. Commander for Desert. So at least he has the commander tag going for him, which is real nice. You could backslot him, get that free commander. Not bad. Other than that, he's bad. Alright, what about Char Aznable from Char's Counterattack? While high firepower buff EX skill up, high firepower close combat. Okay. I'm not really sure what to make of this. Because after change gear carryovers, right, he has like, what, 2100 shot attack and 2700 melee attack. He has kind of interesting defense values. I personally don't like the trait, but I can see why people would. If you're into, you know, buffy X skill effect up stacking. High firepower close combat. If this was before the word tag rebalance, this would be a really baller set of word tags. But with it ending, like, it's not bad. Both of them are definitely workable, and they both bring the offensive numbers to the table, but, like, it's a very interesting distribution of numbers here. Very interesting distribution. Honestly, I don't know what to make of Char. The numbers aren't bad. They're not anything groundbreaking. I don't like the trait that much. The word tags are interesting. Like I'd put them at kind of like that above average, but not like really amazing area, you know, kind of in that middle section. Okay. Interesting pilot. Okay. At least he's not garbage. Yeah, there's that. So, one thing I do want to look at here is the ultra exclusive capsules. Because the wording on the banner was a little interesting. That's what I thought. Because when I was reading the announcement, the actual image that they had for it, let me just grab the words verbatim here. Where was it? Hey, when did that get posted? Yeah, here they are. Ultra capsules, all exclusive parts, guaranteed capsule X10. I read that, and the first thing in my head was, you're guaranteed that your entire roll is nothing but, you know, the Sokai parts. That's pretty dope. And then I see a bunch of comments on, like, different areas going, hey, you know, like, what are the rates on this? This and that. And I'm sitting there, I'm reading it, I'm like, did I miss something? Was this not, like, guaranteed? It is guaranteed. Good to know I'm not going absolutely crazy. But you do need to get the ticket to roll on it. So you can't just throw horror and fix your problems, unfortunately. You can only pull that by buying the bundle. Why am I not shocked? But honestly, it's not bad returns. Okay. Alrighty. So that's that. Next up, let's check the event blueprints here. And then we'll make the dreaded dive into alteration, I guess. Yeah, so we know the Ale Strike, the Dynamis, and the Zephyronthes, because I looked earlier at the fragments. Now, as for what's good in here, it's a good question, actually. The Dynamy's head is still, I think, a very solid choice because Archer stance. It's a very nice buff, obviously very easy to get, it's right here. And the numbers aren't bad either for your 4-star pick ticket part. Unfortunately, I don't really... This is another set of suits where I don't really remember much about any of them. The only one I remember is the Dynamy's head. I guess the back as well, because that also, yeah, the Trans Am that gave a shot attack boost, but it's kind of fallen out because the numbers aren't as great as what else is available. So, Ale Strike gun and Dynamy's chest, huh? Let's take a look at said chest though. Ah, yeah, alright, long shooter job, shooting power boost, no complaints there. What about the numbers though? So you're looking at about 1000 shot attack, not bad considering the age of the torso, and 800 melee. Okay, long range, nice sub tag for desert, Okay, and Ale Strike rifle, you said. This one. Initial EX skill charge boost. Okay, pro tag mid range. Mid range, workable, pro tag. Okay, yeah. Definitely belong to a pro tag. He had enough plot armor to be several pro tags. Ripes. Okay. Dynamy's rifle. Yeah, it was good when it came out, but like it got overshadowed after a few months. The trait wasn't amazing, but the numbers were good for what it was. Okay. So yeah, Ale Strike rifle, Dynamy's head and torso. No Zephyronthes. That one just, I don't... Okay. Let's look at the Twitter videos real quick. and then we will get going on the alteration. Actually, the video's even up on Twitter yet? No, it doesn't look like they are. Great. Okay, so we can't do the Twitter videos because they're not up yet. Ha 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 ha. Alterations, let's go. God. So what do we got? Sazabi, high new. There's the G self. Anything new in the permanent? No. I can't remember. Like, is this new alteration or is this alteration coming back? Because for some reason I remember something from the Sazabi being alteration. No. Am I going crazy? New alters? Okay. Well, let's get cracking, I guess. Sazabi head. I hate when I get sleep in my eyes. I actually did go to sleep relatively early so I could wake up and do the stream and not be like falling asleep or anything on it. Downside is sleep in the eyes. Oh, cripes. Okay, there we go. So, Outfighter job, enemy shooting power reduced, and back parts EX skill power boost. That second trait's really nice. The first one, not really that great, in my opinion. Like, at least not on a primary suit. But now that we have more access to like alteration tools and stuff like that, it may actually be worth looking into alterating more varied parts for a support suit or a backup suit. So potentially, right? The second trait's really nice overall with a very beefy boost to an EX skill on your back. So nothing really to say numbers wise, like obviously an alterated limited part's gonna have great numbers on it. High firepower, close combat, workable tags. Definitely better before the rebalance, but still workable today. Nightingale and high new, probably. Actually. Okay. Mega Particle Scatter Cannon. A, B+. I think I got something. Yeah, I had to have gotten something in my eye. There's no way. It's still... Okay. Numbers wise. B+ power. It'll hit hard. A pierce. Alright. Cooldown 60x, 15 seconds. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a pretty solid upgrade, frankly. Moving up to B+ power means it'll actually do damage. Now, the one thing I can't remember with the Sazabi torso is whether the EX skill is close range or long range. With a name like Mega Particle Scatter Cannon, it really gives the vibes of like a torso shotgun. So if it's like that, it really just depends on the range of the EX skill. And before anyone wonders why I don't remember this EX skill, when did this Sazabi come out? How many suits have come out in between? Please give me a break. Yeah. One thing I've noticed is that whenever these parts are used by an enemy, whether in battle circuit or otherwise, they are like the most dangerous things in the world. You know, like remember the SD tackle and Inferno missions? But when we use it, you know, it's like little toy mallets. Squeaky noise and all. Okay, word tags are definitely workable. EX skill potentially could be very powerful, depends on its application, and nothing to complain about numbers wise, obviously. When armor is 70% or less, melee power boosted, and with technique attribute, shooting power boosted. I've spoken multiple times about how I don't like enmity, which is when your HP is below a certain threshold for effects, because yeah, it means you don't start off the battle with them already active on average, and it also means that you have to take damage intentionally, which if you're in arena reduces your score. If you're in multi-missions, you have to wait because you have to take damage before you can do stuff. Right? In my opinion, it's better to just have it all ready at the get-go. Yeah. Now this will activate if you run overcost, as running overcost reduce your armor down to 70%. at the beginning of the match, so you wouldn't have to wait at all, but it will affect your overall score as well if it's a scoring type mode, because yeah, you don't have full armor anymore. Second edition though is quite nice, very easy to get technique, and shooting power boost is always appreciated. High firepower close combat, workable tags. Workable, workable, workable. Okay. EX skill CD reduced when technique, easy get technique, that's nice. With axe category equipped, EX skill power boost. We do have a good handful of axes available. Something to remember, people have brought it up multiple times, so I guess I'll parrot it. The weapon type, that is, if you're using a custom skin, the weapon type that's equipped on your custom skin is what will affect all of your traits and whatnot on the actual suit itself. So if you build a suit that has something like this, right, you're with an axe category equipped, you get your EX skill power boost, and you make it wield the beam saber. Obviously won't activate. Then you use a custom skin that has an axe. It will now activate. Food for thought. But even outside of that, we still have some decently high number axes, so yeah. High firepower Xeon. Alright, cool. Xeon is like the new in vogue sub melee, because you get 5% melee attack and 10% melee defense. One of those min-max or sweaty things. So yeah, numbers wise, again, nothing really to be surprised by. It's an all-rated festival limited part. Or maybe it was a Sokai. Who cares? Same thing, different names. Okay. Yeah, the legs are healthy. Backpack. A funnel combination. S power D Pierce. Even though it has funnel in the name, this is actually a cutscene EX skill, much like the Legend. It's nice to see it at S power, no complaints. Numbers wise, yep, it's definitely a shot back. High firepower Ace exclusive. Yep, again, word tags definitely usable. The Ace exclusive is a nice little addition there. Cool. Who's the best Gundam girl? Why is it? That's a really weird name, or a really weird way to spell Lacus. I will fight to the death. I got shit taste. Fight me. With technique attribute, EX skill power boosted by 30%. With technique attribute, EX skill charge. So that's really nice. They've stacked that the technique attribute is what's going to activate both of this. So it's kind of an all-in-one. Beyond that, you get an EX skill power boost and initial EX skill charge. Now, obviously, you got people that'll immediately go, the initial EX skill charge isn't as good as EX cooldown reduction. Yeah, sure, okay. But again, most people aren't using their EX skills more than once, so it doesn't really matter. High firepower Xeon, definitely workable tags. Breaks 10k as well, almost 11. Nice. Got nice traits, nice numbers, nice tags. Nice. Look at the axe. B plus A minus. Now, this would be really cool if it didn't lock you into an animation and turn you into target practice. High firepower close combat, and numbers wise, again, breaks 10k, no complaints. Okay. The EX skill is really the only concerning part about this, as, like I said, locks you into an animation. But yeah, if you really like this as Azabi and want it all alternated, it'll still hurt if you hit. So what do we got here? Beam rifle and shield, then we're on the high new. With technique attribute, special shot crit rate boosted. Okay, special shot crit rate, no. Jump gauge increased down, shooting power boosted. So, I like this. I like that second trait a lot. Because I still personally don't think that the Job gauge is the most important thing in the world, because fights are typically solved before that even caps out. And you get a shooting power boost. Sounds like a win-win to me, frankly. High firepower, ace exclusive. Yeah, no, nice word tags. The second trait's nice. The first trait, really not so much. Numbers-wise, doesn't break 10k, unfortunately, but it's almost there. So, if you don't mind losing out on like 1,000 shot, okay, definitely a workable rifle here. Aesthetically, I think this beam rifle looks really cool as well. Yeah, nice tags, one good trait, decent numbers for an alterated part. Not the best, but definitely up there. And the small missiles, B+D. Alright, so no real complaints. This is a solid magazine EX. Alright, cool. High firepower, ace exclusive. Nice. Numbers, nice. Okay, Chief, I have no complaints about this shield. This is a very good shield. Actually, I can't remember. I don't think I have a Sazabi shield. I do not. That's a shame. I could always use another magazine. No, it's not an S power magazine. It's a B+ power magazine. You made me double check. Look at what I started. Look, man. Even if I didn't say anything, somebody bringing up Marita being best girl is gonna start something in the chat. All I did was fan the flames. But I am here to watch the world burn. Alright, head-mounted Vulcan. Haha, wow, that's trash. Numbers-wise. Cool, ace exclusive heavy armor. Alright, so this is one of those few suits that I was mentioning before that has heavy armor and is good. For a shooter. This one on the screen, yeah. Okay. No real complaints about it, other than the obvious EX skill. So yeah, if you're looking for a monstrous numerical stat stick, there you go. Torso. The chest missile launcher. D Pierce A power. It's going to hit really hard, has a very low cooldown, and cool. Yeah, whole bunch of chest rockets. Ace exclusive heavy armor. Numbers really nothing. Yeah, numbers are good. Tags are good. EX skill has A power. Low cooldown. I can think of worse options, frankly. Arms. When armor is 40% or more, special shot power boosted by 30%. Special shots for chumps. With technique attribute, shooting power boosted. Now that's not for chumps. That's what that is. Okay. Very easy to activate technique, and you get a nice shooting power boost. Ace exclusive heavy armor again, and the numbers are really nice because change gear plus base values. Yeah. Okay. High new, looking hot so far. Numerically, anyways, I don't like the head Vulcans at all. I don't think anyone likes head Vulcans. A+, B+. Yes, this is another one of those things that'll lock you into an animation, and then you get shot and probably die. Yeah, no. Ace exclusive high firepower. Nice. Numbers. Nice. BX skill not so nice. Backpack. Fin funnels. Okay. So, funnels. Even though these come up to B+ power and A+ pierce, and we have seen suits like the Cubely that have been alterated and do good damage with their funnels, the one thing to remember is currently the way the game functions, the more funnels that you are using, the better. This only has 6 funnels. The reason that the Cubely alteration does damage is because it fires off a lot of bits. The reason the new Verka doesn't do a lot of, it does a lot of damage per shot, but not over the entire duration of the EX skills because it doesn't have that many funnels. The reason I'm looking forward to the Kshatriya getting alterations is because it has a stupid amount of funnels. It's literally just correlation because they still haven't fixed the way that funnels work in this game, where the less funnels you shoot out, they should be more offensive to match the ones that have more bits, because they all shoot at the same amount, at the same rate, right? They zip around for a little bit and they all fire at something. They zip around for a little bit and they all fire at something. So a suit that has, 16 bits fires 16 every X amount of times, whereas something like this will shoot, 6 times in comparison. And there's no way to bridge the numbers, so. Yeah. Once they finally address that and rebalance the way that funnels work so that either the ones that have less funnels are more offensive, or the ones that have, or just how they work in general is changed, all right. Until then, whenever I see a funnel get alterated, it just comes down to, let me count how many you have, because that determines your worth. There's 6. Take that however you want to. Oops, didn't mean to hit the mic. Whoops. Ace exclusive high firepower, and the numbers obviously nice. Okay. Actually, I wonder. Yeah, the only thing I'm missing is the badge, because I do have the backpack. I may alterate it just for the kicks. With technique attribute, EX skill power boosted. Nice. Melee attack down, shooting power boosted. Nice. Both of these are solid friggin' traits. This is also a solid friggin' rifle. I know a lot of people have this rifle because the numbers are really good on it. And it has great tags. This is an amazing piece to alternate. And the shield. High caliber mega particle cannon. Cool. A plus power. Sorry. A Pierce B plus power. It's like a cutscene. Cool. Ace exclusive high firepower, and obviously has great numbers. Cool. Yeah. Putting your Sazabi buddy to shame in the EX skill department, that's for sure. Well, minus the shield. The Sazabi shield's pretty friggin' dope. Alright. Again, no, overall it's a nice selection of parts that you can alternate. Yeah. Some of them debatable, but there's definitely a good pool of parts. Shooters don't need to melee. Speak for yourself, man. Okay. So, is there anything left for me to go over? Because I don't think there really is. As this wasn't a major content update, it just added Hashmal and the new suits. So which box art did they go with? Interesting. They went with this box art. Okay. Alright. Crew received an update, did it? Oh yeah, that's the chat update, the free chat update, I should say. Did it not? No, it did not. I feel weird about that one. Oh. Okay. Quickly to the notices. Oh yeah, I should talk about that. So, they did push out a Hashmal campaign. As a collective defeat Hashmal, we're gonna get rewards. So, 1,500 kills, we all get a 4-star random part. 1,500, we all get 10 fragments for an exchange ticket, which is directly exchangeable for 1. So after 1,500 downs, we just get to pick a part. Nice. And at 150,000, we get a full 4-star suit. Random, of course. So that's not too bad as a free campaign, because lots of people are going to be beating the crap out of big ol' mech boy. Okay. Ultra exclusive ticket on sale. I'm really curious as to the price of that, actually. Let's find out. By items. Should be under here. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so $54.80. Good lord. But you do get Oh, okay, so you get 10 festival parts, you get 1 part of your choice, you get almost 2,000 Haro. So to put this into perspective, let's see, 1850 Haro, what does that break down to in my normal currency? 1924, so about 20 bucks, give or take. So buying this, I'm paying $30 pretty much to get my hands on 10 festival parts randomly, 1 of my choice, and then all the other stuff. Because the Haro chips pretty much take off $20 or so from the total fee. So in perspective, $30, which, okay, when you put $30 Canadian into the perspective of other mobile games, that's pretty much a single multi-roll. So I'm buying a multi-roll, and then for the cost of another multi-roll, I'm getting 10 festival parts and 1 festival part of my choice. That's a good value for what it is. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. That's fine. Don't worry about buying it. It's not like, you know, it's going to make or break your game. But value-wise, that's actually rather reasonable. You pay for a 10 roll and you get nothing but 5-star. Anyways, just wanted to put that one into perspective looking at it. Cool. Okay. Oh, I'm going to grab that real quick. I think that's it, because there's really nothing left to talk about. Ugh. Twitter videos up yet? That's a good question, actually. Let's find out. Off to their Twitter. I'm still not seeing the Full Armor 7th Gundam video here, so. Yeah, nope, they're still not up. Okay. Fight the Hashmal. Oh, man. Okay, we'll do 1. I don't know what difficulties I can actually approach on it, so. Multi-mission. I guess it's only through crew, huh? Okay. Unless it's under event. That would make a lot of sense if it was under event. Yeah, okay. There we go, Awakening Calamity. Okay. EX skill 3 times, no breakdowns. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's power, so speed will be nice. I guess I'll make a room real quick. Cool. You can't solo extreme. I don't assume I can. So anyways, if you're on the Asia server, there's the room ID. Feel free to join. Yeah. I wonder how many people are even playing at this hour. Because it is 3 a.m. my local time here. Yeah, I was actually contemplating running the, Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's run the Lupus Rex. Wait, where'd I put it? It's in my normal builds, isn't it? Yeah, there you are. Alright, let's go semi on point here. Alright, let's see what happens. No, Spectre. I'm on the Asia. So you have the EN and the Asia server, and then you have the Japanese server, which is separate from it. The Asia server I grabbed first because it was available, and then later I found out that yeah, I wasn't really paying too much attention when I originally installed it and started playing it, so that's on me. All right, what do we got? Big Spooky. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. That tail. That's why I was going to run a shot, because all my builds are glass cannon. Trying to save my cutscene for when it falls. Come on, there we go. Yeah, no, it hits you with the tail. You can't really do much about it. It's got lots of armor, though. Lots of armor. Jeez, all the EX skills at once, huh? Okay. No one has any heals. 10 out of 10. And all of our cutscene EXs are on cooldown. Ran right into the beam. I thought he was going to do like the spin. I didn't realize he blazed it in front of him first and then did the spin. So that's on me running into it. It's not really a hard mission per se. It's just that I don't know any of its attack patterns at all, and they're very sporadic. And we don't have a lot of like top tier setups for multi-missions, obviously. I rarely do multi-missions to begin with, so... I actually think we're going to time out on this because we're not able to get into damage phase quickly enough. Jesus. Yeah, saw that coming as soon as he jumped. Yeah, he hits like a truck. We're actually going to time out on this one. But then again, I did just jump into the highest difficulty, so I probably should have started a little lower and got used to the way that the fight went before jumping into highest difficulty. But here we are. Yeah, if we had like the EX skill spam setups with almost 100% cooldown reduction, this probably would have been a lot better. Because then we could have stayed in damage phase more often. But... Jeez Louise. Yeah. Well, the other suit I was gonna run had access drop on it, but yeah. Most interesting. It's a cool fight for sure, and playing it on extreme, like, I had difficulty, but it's because I don't really play multi-missions that often, and my suits aren't really set up to fight something like that. So I'm not terribly surprised that I lost on the hardest difficulty, jumping in blind. But I have a feeling if I ran just super hard, this really wouldn't be much of a difficult fight. So let's do that real quick. So I don't even know what the rewards are for this fight, but yeah, it's cool. I do like the way that the animations work on that boss. It actually feels semi-unique. Because the Perfect Strike was just like, it was just fighting like an oversized suit. It wasn't that big of a deal. Same with like all the mix. Like I think the Zam was the only real unique fight up until the Hashmal, so it's nice. Does he have stupid high beam resist? It's good to know. But I guess because beam shots would directly counter his entire moveset when you think about it. Because, like, yeah, watching that fight, if I was able to sit back and just shoot at it with a beam rifle, it would do very little, if any, damage to me. So. Immediately just bounces me. Come on. How did I just bounce off of it, though? I'm really confused. Yeah, I have no idea how I managed to bounce off using Shining Finger, but here we are. Yeah, that is infinitely easier than the hardest difficulty by at least a factor of 3. So. Yeah, Pop. But that's the thing, right, is I use it in Arena. And because it's a pseudo cutscene where you dash at the enemy and on impact it puts you into a you can't miss state. It works very well for what it is, but yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, it's an interesting fight. Yeah, I got no real complaints about it. The EX version is definitely, it's definitely a fight. I'll say that much. The amount of damage required is definitely up in the. You really need to have kind of a setup suit for it. You can't just blindly run in. So. But yeah, cool. Okay, did they put the Twitter videos up yet? Keep dallying about. Have they put it up yet? No. Okay. So with that, then I'm gonna wrap up the video, guys. I already been going for an hour and change. So, anyways, thanks for showing up and hanging out, and I'll see you guys during the next discussion video, most likely, if I don't put anything up between now and then. So, peace out.